Good morning once again, folks. It's Bruce Elliott. Time for Medical Matters on WBIL. Joining me right now from MedStar Physician Partners is Dr. Jeffrey Lotlekar. We're talking about successful aging. Doctor, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Tell me, the Census Bureau estimates there are twice as many people living to age 100 today as there were 10 years ago. Now, it's a bit of a surprise to me that fast. What are some of the key things that people can do to stay healthy and vigorous to a ripe old age?
Yeah, that's an important thing to realize as people are getting older and living longer. I think the key is keeping active. Keeping active mentally and keeping active physically are crucial to living longer.
My understanding is if you keep learning new things as you get older, that somehow helps your noggin out. Is that true?
Studies suggest that is true. Think of the brain as a muscle. The more you use it, the more you keep it active, the better it'll serve you.
What about keeping active physically?
Yeah, physical activity is crucial, and I think with everyone being busy these days, we all have busy lives, things to do. Exercise often gets pushed aside, but keeping active is important. And what I tell people to target is a goal of continuous activity, 30 minutes, 4 times a week. If you can do that, is wonderful. And if you're in a gym or doing that already, you're ahead of the game. For people who can't do that, there are ways to sneak exercise into your day. And there are a bunch of ways to do that, which I could talk about if you like.
Well, let's see if we have time toward the end of the conversation, and perhaps we will. Most folks, except you and me, of course, tend to gain weight as they get older. You and I think we're just immune from that. How important is body weight in regards to longevity?
Yeah, important to maintain a healthy body weight. As physicians, we use the body mass index, which is a ratio of height to weight, and we want you to have a body mass index less than 30 to avoid being overweight and obese. There are lots of health risks that go along with obesity, so keeping the weight down is very important.
We all know the hazards of smoking on health. It can shorten your life substantially and make life more difficult all in all. What about the hazards of stress? Can stress in and of itself be harmful?
Yeah, it's important to be aware of life's stressors. Stress takes a lot of toll on the body, both physically and emotionally. So yes, stress has a lot of impact in a bad way, a harmful way.
What else should people do to enhance their health into old age?
Well, I think all the things we just mentioned are very important. I think also talking with your physician about age-appropriate screening tests are helpful. Things like cholesterol, mammogram, pap smears, prostate screening, colonoscopy, vaccines, are all very important things to do.
Now, let's take a moment or two and talk about some of the ways we can sneak exercise into our day.
Yeah, I think with us all being busy, it's hard to exercise like we always know we should. But walking is important. I encourage people to buy a pedometer. It's a little device that you just clip right to your belt. You could pick it up for maybe $20 to $25, and basically it counts the number of steps that you take in a day. We recommend 10,000 steps a day. So if you're able to do that in the course of your day, you're measuring it and things are good, that's great. If not, then at the end of the day, maybe you have a little bit extra walking to do.
I've had recommended to me that you do hamstring stretches during the course of the day just as you walk around to keep things just a little bit loose. Is that kind of thing useful?
I'm not sure if just stretches alone, static stretches is the way I think of it, are helpful. I guess, again, keeping active in any way would be good. Again, walking or moving around is really what I like to see. Dr.
Lotlekar, thank you very much for your time this morning. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. We've been talking with Dr. Jeffrey Lotlekar from MedStar Physician Partners. For more information, people can call 877 MPP DOCS, D-O-C-S. That's 877 MPP DOCS for a list of ways to help them live a long and healthy life. That's Medical Matters on WBIL. Thank you very much for having us in. I'm Bruce Elliott, and it's 11 o'clock.